Hi guys, in this episode of Rate Decay, as you can see by the title of this video, we're not just gonna be doing a simple reaction video. In this case, hi guys, in this episode of Rate Decay, as you can see by the title of this video, we're not gonna be doing just a simple reaction video to a new K-pop song. Instead, we're gonna be doing something that I've done only once before on the channel, and I've wanted to do for quite a while, pretty much since I did it the first time, that being taking a look back at all of the music video releases of a certain K-pop group. The last time I did this was back in 2019 to a group that I am a huge fan of, but that is a very new group, that being the boy group In Fact. You should definitely check them out. They're a really good group, or used to be, especially their best song, or what I think is their best song, Na Na Na. It was one of the best songs of 2018. You should definitely check that one out. But ever since then, I've wanted to do more of this series where I check out all of the songs of other groups. The two ones which I've most been interested in doing these two is BTS, because I have a lot to say about BTS's music but don't really have the outlet to. And the other group is Twice, because they've had so many changes, musical, visual, etc., that I feel like there's quite a lot to talk about when it comes to them. But never really felt right, you know. But considering that at this point the group that we're going to be covering today, GOT7, is technically not a thing. I mean, sure, they are now outside of GYP and they technically can come back whenever they want, and probably will come back, since we will be checking out in one of the next videos their newest song, Na Na Na. It just felt fitting that they would be the first one for me to cover like this in the proper version of this series, you know? Because back in 2019 I wasn't doing this as a part of a series unnecessarily, but now, going forward, I will be doing more of this. So, yeah. Basically, we are going to be checking out pretty much all of their music video title tracks, talking about the Korean ones. I'm not really going to be checking out the Japanese ones. If I do, that should be probably a separate video. I wouldn't mind including them in this, but I have a lot of issues when it comes to Japanese songs with copyright stuff, and I don't want to risk it. It just makes it too much of a pain in my ass to later have to deal with that stuff. Might mean that I have to edit some of the songs out, and it just complicates stuff too much. Whereas when it comes to the Korean songs, I can expect that most of them, if not all, are probably not gonna have any copyright issues, and the video would just go up fine. So that's why we're gonna be just focusing on the Korean ones. And still, even if we just focus on the Korean ones, there's 20 songs to go through anyway, and quite a lot to say about a decent amount of them. Some of them I even don't really remember listening to, some of them I've reacted to on the channel already, and some of them I've kind of forgotten, despite the fact that I really enjoyed them back when they were released. But yeah, there's quite a lot to get into, so I think we should just kind of get into it. But yeah, before we do, I just want to make it clear, GOT7 is not my favorite group or anything, so don't necessarily expect me to be just being super excited and crazy about listening to their music. They've always been there as a group that I've been into and everything, but I've been more of a casual fan than anything else. There are some songs though of theirs that I do really like, and they're definitely up there in some of my favorite songs, but it's not gonna be the songs that you might expect if you haven't seen some of my other reactions. If you have, you probably know which songs I'm talking about, because I've mentioned before, but yeah. Still, lots of songs to get into. I think we should just kind of start it off with their debut song, Girls, Girls, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so far only Mark actually looks good with his haircut. And he basically kept that kind of haircut in the future as well. Everybody else has terrible haircuts. Maybe Bam Bam doesn't, but that one is still debatably tacky. That's sick though. Man, South Korea and their technology. They really used to love showing off that shit in K-pop music videos back in the early 2010s, didn't they? Hey, hello Neon. I didn't even know you were in this. That's her, right? I'm pretty sure. For a second there, I started kind of second guessing myself, but I'm pretty sure it's her. Hello, Jonghyun? How many GOP musicians can we see in this one? Probably if I really look through the shots, I'll see more, but I'm also not really super versed. Especially considering this is like 2014 for a lot of them, so I don't really know exactly how they looked back then. Honestly, when I first heard this song, I hated it, but honestly, I've actually grown to really like it. Like, it's a pretty catchy hip-hoppy song, I love that. I might actually end up listening to it quite a lot after this. Yeah, this is actually genuinely like better than I remember. Both the music video and the song itself. Don't worry, for some of the other songs which I'm more familiar with and that I have listened to a lot and I enjoy, I will be singing along to them. Don't worry. That's kind of part of the fun of doing this listening party, I guess you can call it. And this is such early 2010s rapping in K-pop, I kind of dig it. I miss it, you know? Like, listening to K-pop from the early 2010s brings back the vibe that I felt about K-pop when I first got into it in 2016. Like, I don't know, back then there was something so exciting and foreign and unique about K-pop. And nowadays I feel like it's just kind of lost its touch. It could be because I've gotten more accustomed to it, but... Honestly, this is actually a certified banger. I obviously love like more hyperactive songs more, but I kind of love how much of a chill and hard-hitting kind of song it is. I guess another reason why I'm doing this listening party is to kind of rediscover songs from some of these groups, you know, because I think even back when I did the reaction to Impact's music videos and songs, I discovered some songs of theirs that I hadn't heard before that I actually really enjoyed. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, this was actually really fun. And because I haven't really listened to this song much, I've heard it before obviously, but because I haven't listened to it much before, I feel like I'm actually able to kind of accurately rate it in a way that I can't if I had listened to it more. Because like, this genuinely feels like an 8.4 out of 10 kind of song. Like, it's pretty good, it's pretty chill, it's pretty hard hitting. It's not the best song out there, but it does what it does really well. And there isn't really many flaws or failures in what it's trying to achieve, you know? But that 8.4, so it could be easily a 10 out of 10 is what I'm trying to say, but that 8.4 kind of 10 rating is more accurate because, like I said, I've heard it before. So the initial shock and awe at how good it is doesn't exist, so I'm able to kind of more accurately rate that. Because honestly, if I did like a portion of my videos where I do the reactions like a month after I recorded the reaction originally and share my thoughts for the song that I reacted to after a month has passed since its release, I would be far more like accurate with my ratings for other songs that I reacted to. Because I only get to do like one, maybe two reactions to a song and a music video, my reactions and ratings are inflated for most of my reactions. In the long term, most of them go down by at least like 1 point. So yeah, I don't know. I definitely enjoy this song actually quite a lot, but the next one I do know that I will enjoy because I've listened to it a lot, and it's a pretty nice little song, you know? So let's get into the next song, GOT7's A, in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, they look far better with their haircuts in this one, I can tell you that for sure. And there's Sana. Yeah, this one is really catchy. It's definitely one of my favorite songs of theirs. Maybe I could do a top list video listing my favorite songs of theirs in the future. And I also really love their more casual attire in this one. It's actually refreshing whenever K-pop music videos have like more casual attire like this. Man, Sana was so pretty even back then. Yeah, there's not much to say about it other than I love it, you know? I gotta say though, their choreo in the early days is definitely kind of weird at times. And cringy as well. Like, there's some really good moves, but also some really stupid ones.
It's not working. Stop running. I know you want me, let's start talking. It's not working. Stop running. I know you want me, let's start talking.
Okay, I'm not... Actually, you know, let's watch this part here. It is part of the music video. Okay. Actually, I might have a little bit of a controversial opinion, even by my standards, when it comes to this song, because I kind of feel like it didn't really work as good as Girls, Girls, Girls. Like, again, it could be just because Girls, Girls, Girls is a song that I haven't listened to nowhere near as much as I did for this song, but I don't know. Girls, Girls, Girls kind of just felt like more... Like, it did what it was wanting to do better than what this song did. Because, like, I feel like in this song, the rap parts were kind of tacked on at the end of the song, and before that, it sounds good. It works really good. But the rapping at the end there just kind of feels, like I said, tacked on, and just doesn't really vibe with the rest of the song as well, I feel like. That said, I do kind of like this one a little more, you know? I feel like it's a little bit more impactful and it's just more fun, which kind of makes me want to give it a higher rating, which is not going to be like substantially higher necessarily, but it is going to be higher at an 8.6 out of 10, because I do like this song, and the fact that I've listened to this song already dozens of times compared to Girls, Girls, Girls maybe twice, 3 times ever, just speaks for itself how much more fun it is. Like, sure, Girls, Girls, Girls feels more complete and polished, but this one is more fun, so there's that. And next, we have a song which I think I've seen literally only once the music video of, and I hated it. So yeah, I don't know. Let's just listen to it and watch the music video, and I'm just gonna keep my thoughts for after that, you know? Because I just want to refresh it a little bit, because from what I remember, I'm not a big fan of that song. So let's get into Stop, Stop It in 3, 2, 1. Is that Daeon? I think that's her. Man, are we gonna be including fucking Twice member in each music video in the early days? Because we got Neon, Sana, Jonghyun, Daeon. Probably some in the background that I didn't catch. What is this, a fucking anime? No, wait, it's K-pop, so it's a K-drama. Man, when K-pop music videos have better CGI than modern Marvel movies. Man, this really is a K-drama, holy shit. Oh yeah, the outfits, that's one of the things that I hate about this. Those are so bad. Those are so bad. I hate those outfits so much. On so many levels.
뭐하냐? Come on!
Also don't like the music, the sound effect that they're using for the song. That's another thing. Man, they don't look so cute. And also she looks so young. Yeah, I hate those outfits so much. I don't think I'm alone in that, so I feel good about that, but goddamn. And the thing is though, this one, just like Girls, 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 it's weirdly catchy. Even when it's things which usually I would really hate, something just makes it work. Hey, it's Jaeyoung. God, I can't get over how cute Daeyeon is in this one. Like usual, I both have a crush on her and both wanna be her. Because if you didn't catch it already, I am trans. So both I like how good she looks because I have a crush on her, I guess, because she's so pretty, but also because I feel envy. Because I want to ever be as pretty as her, you know? Funnily enough, Twice is the reason why I realized that I was trans. But I think that's a topic for a completely different video, probably the video in which I do this for Twice's music videos. Is that Somi? I think that was Somi. That was so Somi. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not really paying too much attention to the song. I'm just focusing more on the music video. Because there's a lot of cool Easter eggs in retrospect. Stop with those. I hate those outfits. Like even in white, it just doesn't work. I hate those kind of outfits. I think it might just be me that just hates it, but I hate them so much. I think one of the reasons why I hate them so much because it's such a stereotypical masculine outfit, and as a trans person, like anything masculine is causing me dysphoria. So seeing them in those outfits, it just feels wrong for my brain. What, a time loop? I don't understand the lore of this music video. Kind of fun though. I gotta say, can we bring that shit back in K-pop? I feel like we don't really have that shit anymore nowadays. I never was the kind of like lore person when it comes to K-pop music videos, but it did kind of keep things a little interesting for this one, you know? But yeah, so far of the 3 songs we've checked out, this is definitely the worst one. And ultimately, honest, it just feels like a worse take of what Girls, Girls, Girls was. Because it's kind of like hip-hoppy, just like that one. And just doesn't really have the charm of Girls, Girls, Girls. And it's weird because I always thought that Girls, Girls, Girls was like even worse than this. But no, in retrospect, Girls, Girls, Girls is actually the better version of this. But yeah, those things that I said like bother me about this song, like the sound effect that they use for the voices, the outfits for the music video, just kind of drag it down still. I still don't like it, man, at all. It's easily the worst one so far. Still not too bad, but I'm not really a big fan of it. And in terms of a rating for it, I'm gonna go with a 7.6 out of 10, which is kind of substantially lower than what we've gotten so far. But luckily, we're gonna counteract it with the next song, which, funnily enough, was one of the first few K-pop songs that I ever heard. Because for those of you who don't know, back in 2016, I stumbled upon a bunch of videos on the Fine Brothers channel, like that one reaction channel that has teens react, like kids react, adults react, and all those stuffs. They did like a YouTubers react kind of series where they reacted to K-pop, and that was actually my introduction to K-pop. Like obviously before that I had heard about Gangnam Style, but that was when I was like, oh, that actually sounds kind of cool. And I delved into it more, and I've been down the K-pop rabbit hole ever since. and I have no hope of escaping at this point. But yeah, GOT7's just right, BTS is dope, and IOI's Dreamgirls, as well as EXO's Monster and Twice's like Ooh-Ah were like some of the first K-pop songs that I ever heard. And to this day, I still fucking love those songs. So I just can't wait to get into GOT7's Just Right. So I think without further ado, we should just get into it in 3, 2, 1. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be singing along to this one quite a lot, so prepare for that. Why does that look like Kai from MXR Plays so much? I was wondering, why does she look so familiar, like Kai from MXR Plays? I guess that's where I saw a similar face. 지금 그 모습 그게 영원한 같다고 마냥 행복감을 되찾을 없이 부족 감정이 뭔지 찾기 없기 거울 대신 그냥 내 눈빛을 바라봐 거울 대신 내 등 위에 올라타봐봐 아무리 널 들어봐도 보고 또 보고 또 봐도 네가 말하는 안 예쁜 누군이 어딘지 그게 어딘지 찾을 수가 없어 난 지금처럼 Oh, I remember the days when I tried to learn that dance. Yes, I did go through that phase as a K-pop fan. So did you, don't lie. Man, I love Yogyong's hair in this one. For this music video, I had the hardest time trying to tell Bamba, Mark, Yoogyeom, and Jackson apart. As well as JB and what was his name? He's my bias and I'm forgetting his name, goddamn. Him and JB, I had a hard time telling apart back then. But yeah, I love his singing. I gotta check what his name was because it's kind of stupid that I don't remember it. Yeah, Youngjae. I forgot. 어게티를 거지원 눈부시게 비는 빈틈이 없지 넌 내 눈에 얼마나 예쁜지 I want you 지금 이대로 you're the only one 어게티를 날 찾는 거지원 눈부시게 비는 빈틈이 없지 넌 내 눈에 얼마나 예쁜지 I want you 지금 이대로 you're the only one 있어주면 난난난난난 아무성이 드니 넌 아무도 바꾸지 맘맘맘맘맘 Ah man, I love this song so damn much. The thing is, I don't have much to say about it because I've listened to it so much. I guess there's one thing that I can say about this song, and that is that I like the message. That you're just right. You don't have to pretty yourself up. Basically, I think that's what it was. But yeah, there's not much to say. I just love it. It's one of the first songs I heard in terms of K-pop. And I still dig it. Like, it's still catchy. It still hasn't lost its edge. Like, not even a little bit. So far, of the 4 songs that we have listened to, definitely the best one. And in terms of a rating, I'm honestly going to give it a 9.2 out of 10. If I heard it today, I probably would give it a 10 out of 10. But like I said earlier, with time, the ratings go down to the point where they get more accurate. And because I've listened to the song so much, I think I can give a pretty good and accurate rating of 9.2 out of 10. I think that's what it is. It's a really fun song with a good message that is really catchy, and that it just works. Like, this is even like I said, how Stop It was like a worse version of Girls, Girls, Girls. In this case, Just Right is a better version of A, because it's kind of the same general like vibe for the songs, but like I complained how in A the ending feels kind of tacked on. Here we have the same kind of like rap breaks at the end of the song, but it feels more like fitting for this song, because I think at the end they go for like a one more run through of the chorus, and that just kind of makes it all work together. But yeah, I don't know, I definitely like this one quite a lot. And even the next song is really, really good, and it's probably objectively one of their best songs, like top 3. So I'm excited to get into If You Do in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this one was a little bit of a hidden hit for me. It took me a little bit to find it, that it exists.
You gotta be like this. Forget
I love how edgy it is. And the outfits and the hair, man. All looks so good.
Every day, every night, feel like a fool. You gotta know. 돌아갈 수 있을까? 네가 하면 다만 말이 돼. 네가 하면 난 네게 좀 못하네.
That footwork though, man. I love it so much. I also tried to learn that dance, I admit. And this is still one of their best songs, I swear. It's so good. And everything works so like so good. Everything is exactly what it should be in the song, like the rap break being here instead of at the end. Like, it just works so well. Like, K-pop in 2015 to 2018 was so goddamn good. Nothing compares to it. And I think that's 2015? I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. 네가 하면 다만도 말이 돼. 네가 하면 난 내게 좀 못하네. 잔인한 넌 사람이 돼. 돌을 때도 날 불안하게 해. 내가 하면 말만 하면 좀 내길 해요. I love the rage that they show in this. And also, this is definitely so far the best rapping that they've shown in a song, in my eyes. Like, another way to describe this song, I guess, is GOT7's I Need You, compared to BTS, is what I'm trying to say. Like, this is their version of, like, I Need You, like the very emotional relationship kind of song. 네가 하면 다만도 말이 돼. 네가 하면 다 내게 좀 못하네. 잔인한 넌 사람이 돼. 돌을 때도 날 불안하게 해. 내가 하면 말만 하면 넌 내길 헤어져. Man, I love the emotion. I think it was also definitely around the time when the one girl that I've ever had a legitimate crush on, like I was in love with her, and she broke my heart by not reciprocating those feelings. Because like, I've liked girls, I still like girls, I'm asexual, but I still experience romantic attraction, so I've liked girls, but that one girl was like unlike any other before and since. She was like my soulmate, man. And I gave her a note one day, and she didn't reciprocate, and she even kind of scolded me for even like annoying her by doing that in the first place. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it was around that time, and I've definitely listened to this song when thinking about that breaking of my heart, you know? And that's what I guess one of the reasons why I love it so much. Like, it's a really good get the rage out of you kind of song, and I love it. I've listened to it a lot. It's a really good song. So far, we're creeping up upwards when it comes to the quality of these songs, because I honestly want to give this one kind of a 9.9 out of 10, because it easily could be that, honestly. Like, there's nothing about this song that doesn't work. Like, the rapping is really, really good. Like, it's even better than Just Right. The emotion is there. The visuals are there. I love the outfits. I think this is their best looks in general so far. So it's very much up there. But considering there are some even better songs coming up, I think it could also be an accurate rating to give it like a 9.4 out of 10. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like there are some songs which could end up being kind of like better, which is what's kind of making me reluctant to give it a 9.9 out of 10. But also, when I look at some of the names in the second half of their videography, I feel like this could genuinely be their best song. So, you know what? I'm honestly gonna stick with a 9.9 out of 10. Fair is fair. If there's some other songs which I think they are better and make me want to lower the rating of this one, I will do so. But yeah, we still have quite a lot of songs to get through, so let's continue. With the next song, which is a song that I've actually not listened to, and a music video that I haven't seen, because it seems like it's a special, like a Christmassy release, from what I've seen from like the thumbnail of the music video as I was downloading it. So yeah, I don't expect that it's gonna be good or that I'm gonna enjoy it much, but it's a music video of theirs that is like a release of an album, even if it is like a repackage, so we have to check it out. So without further ado, let's get into Confession song in 3, 2, 1. Are they actually going to like a school or whatever? Masked? Okay, that's kind of cool thing to do for the fans. If it is what I think it is. Or is this just for the music video, something that they're doing? I can't tell, honestly. Either way, it's kind of cool, and it shows love for their the love for their fans, you know. I don't know, the people that they brought into this place do seem like genuinely like random teens. I don't know. Why does that sound so familiar? Man, what a dork.
하루 종일 너의 답장을 기다려 혹시라도 마의 실수에 가봐서 썼다 지웠다를 반복해 나의 진심과 달린 말이 헛나오네 거리 몸을 연습했던 드라마 같은데 사들은 네 앞에 서면 까먹은 채로 허둥대 내 손은 너의 손 앞에서 멈칫해 심장 소리가 너에게 들리듯이 커지네 너의 맘이 나와 달라 너를 두 번 다시 못 볼까봐 그게 너무 두려워서 말의 용기가 나지 않아 이렇게 노래를 빌려 나의 맘을 너에게 열게 I love you baby I
It's a nice little song. Don't really have much to say about it though. The only cool thing about it is if this is actually like them going to like a school and just getting like random fans to participate in the making of this music video, because that's sick. That's just sick.
수많은 밤을 새며 썼던 이 노래가 나의 진심을 전해주길 원해 이어폰 한 쪽을 너의 손에
Are those guys who are revealing their crushes? Or are they inviting girls to go to their like prom or whatever? That's so cute.
어때?
Consider what I just talked about when we listened to the last song. This is cute. Man, Koreans really know how to make being in love so damn cute. And adorable. Okay, wait, before we jump to that song, why the fuck are you even jumping there? Okay, so, I mean, there's not much to say, like I already said it. I feel like we should just get into the next song, because doesn't like even feel like a release. It just feels like a B-side that was used for like a music video. Like it feels like a special album, you know? And for the song itself, I think it's fine for what it is, but I don't really care about it. I'm not gonna listen to it. It's just kind of there for me. I can see how people will enjoy it, and I do think that it does what it tries to do pretty well. Better than I honestly would have given credit for it when it comes to GOT7 music, because not really a big fan of their B-sides, if I gotta be honest. But not bad, honestly, for what it is. And in terms of a rating, I guess I'm going to give it like a solid 8 out of 10. I still think like it has less flaws than Stop It. Like that one is still the worst one so far. Like at least this one doesn't annoy me. Sure, it might kind of bore me at times, but it doesn't annoy me, so there's that. But yeah, now we're gonna be getting into a song that I honestly kind of don't know how I feel about it, because I've kind of both listened to it quite a lot, but also kind of not. Because like I've heard the hook of this song quite a lot, and I kind of like it, but I also feel like it kind of lacks impact at the same time, if that makes any sense. Like it feels like it should impact me more than it does, but it also is super catchy and memorable at the same time. I don't know, it's kind of a weird case, but let's get into the next song, Fly, in 3, 2, 1. Back on the rooftop, I see. Although this time it's Jinyo.
넌 행복하니 난 행복해 눈
I think this is gonna be another case of girls, girls, girls. But in retrospect, it's actually a pretty sick song. Definitely find it catchier than I remember. And like I said, I've heard the hook of this song, aka the chorus, quite a lot, not really the rest of the song. Yeah, that feeling of still kind of being unsure how to feel about it still persists now that I hear the chorus again. I think it's the chorus that causes it, because I think the verses are pretty good, but the chorus is both kind of interesting with that "you're so fly," but at the same time, it doesn't really have much beside it, so it kind of falls apart a little bit. Since when the hell did Yu-Gi-Oh rap? Some weird choices for the specific verses in this song, gotta say. Why wouldn't you use Jackson's deep voice in that part where Jin Young was doing it? And why didn't you use one of the rappers for the part where Yu-Gi-Oh was rapping? Like, usually I do like members who do not do a certain thing doing that thing, because it's kind of refreshing. But I feel like it's just smarter to do that, you know? Okay, we stuck on that shot for no reason whatsoever. Cool. So, honestly, just like for the last one, I don't really have much to say about this song, other than what I said. It's still kind of like middle of the road for me. Like, it's not as bad as like Stop It or Confession Song for me, but it's also not like as good as Just Right or Girls, Girls, Girls or If You Do or even A. It's kind of like slightly worse version of A for me. That's kind of where it stands. Because I do kind of dig that We're Gonna Fly beginning of the chorus, but besides that, it feels like it kind of doesn't really go nowhere with the chorus, and there's nothing else in the chorus to make it interesting, you know? It feels like they kind of came up with that and just didn't really do much besides that. But the verses are actually kind of fun. Like, it does start off really good, but I don't know, it just kind of loses my attention as it goes on, and at a certain point I'm just waiting for it to end. So it's not a bad song or anything, but there's definitely some kind of obvious-ish flaws from my perspective. Which, by the way, if you guys disagree with me, I just want to make it clear. Probably should have said it in the beginning, but I just want to make it clear. You can disagree with me. What I say over here is just my opinions. But please don't just dislike this video just because you disagree with me. I do not claim to be like a professional or anything. I'm not. I'm just a random person who listens to K-pop with opinions. That's what it is. That's the perspective from which I'm reviewing these songs. So if you just disagree with me, that's fine. I'm happy to have a discussion about it in the comments even, but please don't just dislike this video just because you disagree. Because it's really, really annoying. But yeah, In terms of rating for this one, I think I'm gonna go with a 7.9 out of 10. Just because it doesn't feel like anything else, really. It feels worse than most of the other songs, and it just doesn't have enough positives, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Good thing is, though, we're gonna be getting, after this song now, we're gonna be getting into quite a few songs of GOT7, which are some of my favorite, if not my favorite. Especially the next song, Hard Carry, which is debatably my personal favorite GOT7 song, because it was one of the first, like, hard-hitting, rap-heavy songs that basically molded my K-pop music taste into what it is today. It was one of the first songs like this that was released. I think the first one was like something like Fire, but this one was like the one song that kind of brought my wishes for a K-pop, for what I wanted to hear in a K-pop song, into one for the first time, you know? And I still love that song. I still do. It's so hard-hitting, it's so good, and I honestly just want to get into it. So without further ado, let's get into GOT7's Hard Carry in 3, 2, 1. I'm definitely going to be singing along to this one. Hard Carry, hey! Also, sick music video and choreo. I definitely tried to learn that choreo. And the outfits as well are good. Welcome to my world, let's do this. It's a general Sawyer. Only got a bullet go higher. Any back in my shit a wire. Now more than everybody knows that. I tell my Naziba, but I'm hungry. All to me to do, it's what you gotta own. Also, this is the first music video when I actually learned to tell them apart. This is the first time I managed to tell them apart, actually. Fucking fire, babe, I got these right. 내 리를 쫓아나 눈은 내가 오직 너 Hard carry head, hard carry head. Let it flow now. Dinner time now. I love the misquoted lyrics for this song, man. They're so good. Let it flow now. Dinner time. Hard carry head. Hard carry head. 진정이 없어 매번 그 전에 passion이 넘쳐. Also, another case of some of their best visuals and outfits. For whatever reason, they really nailed the denim look, man. Then sometimes looking at GOT7 outfits makes me doubt whether I'm trans, if I gotta be honest. Because he loves their outfits so much and how good they look, that part of me wants to look like them, you know? Despite the fact that I'm trans. That's why at times I think that I could be non-binary or maybe gender fluid, I don't know. It's complicated, you know? If you wanna bet that's hard on the hey yeah. I just wanna show my mind out. Man, such a good song. Hard carry head, hard carry, hard carry, hard carry head, hard carry head, hard carry, hard carry, hard carry head, hard carry head. God, I love this song so much. This is actually the one song that the one time I decided to show K-pop to others, I showed. Because when I became a K-pop fan, I obviously wanted to like spread it around like a virus. and to get other people, especially my classmates, into it. And this is the song that I showed to one of my best friends, and he didn't like it. He didn't really care for it, honestly. Not that he didn't like it, but he didn't really care for it. But that's one memory that I have in regards to this song. But yeah, I love it. I honestly love it. I was wondering whether I would feel the weight and the quality of this song enough to give it a 10 out of 10, which is why I was saying whether I wasn't sure whether I wanted to give If You Do a 9.9 out of 10 or a 9.4. But honestly, now that I've listened to it, I kind of feel like it's a 10 out of 10. I think it's really good. It's hard-hitting, it's fun, it's exciting. I do really like it. Like, I try to be as objective as I can, if not in terms of the ratings necessarily, in terms of like trying to acknowledge songs that I might not personally like, and try to objectively decide whether they are still good or not. But for this one case, man, I think like I cannot be objective. I'm loving this song. This is my personal favorite of the music for sure. It's just so damn good. I love it. Yeah, like I said, it's a 10 out of 10. But I think this is like actually kind of a controversial opinion in the fandom. Like, I don't think that many people actually love this song. I think it was like a controversial song when it was released. Same for the next one, funnily enough, from what I remember. Even though, just like in the case for this one, I actually really enjoyed the next song because it kind of hits the same spot, but in a different way, which is my favorite kind of comeback from a group. Whenever they come back with a good song, where they come back with something that is kind of similar or reminiscent of what I loved about their previous release, but it's still different enough to where it still experiments and is like still exciting and refreshing. And that's what the next song Never Ever is. So without further ado, let's get into that one in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I love this one as well. This and Hard Carry, visually, like their visuals are so damn good. And I think this is one of Youngjae's best looks, by the way.
I'm so sorry. Are you ready? Gonna get up tonight, my honey.
This and Hard Carry are the two songs of theirs that I've listened to the most easily.
She's the best of my romance. 넌 best of my best. 두려움은 없으면 소리 빌어 up. Let's go up. 우리 원하는 love.
I love the way Youngjae looks in this one, man. He looks so good.
Make you cry. 다시 울리지 않아 걱정하지 마. Baby you're mine. 많이 고민했던 만큼 이제 확실해. 맨날 모든 것을 뱉으네. 가지매 니들 너도 여기까지. I'm yours, you're mine. What? 우리 내서 해볼까? Let's try it. 마음에게 약해. Let's sign it.
Man, and for the longest time, I remember that I really wanted to get Youngjae's outfit as well. Like those denim jeans with that dark blue jacket and that like brownish shirt, like it looks so good that I wanted that kind of outfit so much.
Baby you're mine. 햇밤을 안쓰러웠어. 아직 내가 널 지켜줄 자신이 없어. 하지만 시간이 갈수록 분명히 너 선명히.
And this is such peak GOT7 for me. I love it so much.
Baby you belong to me.
I also really like the instrumental.
Baby you
you cry. 다시 울리지 않아 걱정하지 마. Baby you're mine, baby you're mine. 난 never ever, never ever. 난 never ever, never ever. 난 never ever, never ever. I love this dance move. And I also feel like this was like the music video where Bam Bam like had like a fucking growth spurt or whatever, because he looked incredibly taller all of a sudden. Oh man, this was a really cool comeback. I remember it, and I think this is like 2017, which is probably my favorite year of K-pop music, because for whatever reason, every goddamn song that was released in 2017 in K-pop to this day still hasn't gotten old. No matter how much I've listened to them, and I've listened to them a lot, man. Like, I don't know what it is about the 2017 year, but it was so good when it came to K-pop. And in general, K-pop has far stronger longevity than Western music, because when it comes to Western music, I feel like if I listen to a song on repeat, as I usually do, by like a day or two, maybe 3 at most, I'm already kind of sick of it and it doesn't give me the same kind of enjoyment. But when it comes to K-pop, like even months since the first time I heard a song, it's still so good. And especially so when it comes to songs from 2017, like songs like Blackpink's As If It's Your Last, BTS's Not Today, this one, if it was released in 2017, because I'm not sure, but I'm pretty convinced. Like, give me a sec, can I see? Yeah, it was 2017, I was right. Definitely feels like a 2017 K-pop song. Like, these songs are so damn good and still haven't gotten old. They still hit as hard as they did on the first day. But yeah, I love this one quite a lot, and I'm gonna give it a pretty high rating, honestly, 9.8 out of 10. Basically, if I had to rate the songs, like the best songs of GOT7's, it's this one at number 3, If You Do at number 2, and Hard Carry at number 1. Because like after this song, there isn't really any song of theirs in terms of title tracks that is anywhere near as good as any of these ones. This was the last song of theirs that I like really was in love with. We have one more song going forward that I ended up listening to quite a lot, but it still wasn't as good as Hard Carry or Never Ever or If You Do. So I feel like at this point somewhere is kind of where I stopped focusing on GOT7's music much, because I feel like with each successive comeback, their music kind of started to stray away from my interests more and more, because I still like some of the next songs, as you're gonna see as we get into them, but they definitely start to lose me after this. But still, maybe this time is gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna be more into the music, who knows. Without further ado, let's get into the next song, You Are, in 3, 2, 1. Of course, this goddamn place. Is it? Oh yeah, I remember this one. Yeah, I actually like this song still quite a lot. I'm pretty sure it's still 2017, but it still definitely wasn't as good as Never Ever. But it still has that 2017 never-ending quality to it. I also love Yoogyeon's orange hair in this one. I do love the music video vibe for this one. Like, it's kind of a chill and summery. It reminds me of Impact's Na Na Na, the song that I told you to check out in the beginning. Yeah, I think this is definitely the culmination of the kind of music that A and Fly were, you know? This is the best version of that side of their concept, is I guess what I'm trying to say. So many cool locations in this music video.
내 나의 하늘은 너로 가득해 I don't need anything but true Understand? 지금처럼 난 내 옆에만 있어줘 따스하게 바라봐줘 이대로 날 모르겠지만 네 존재만으로 난 살아 숨쉬는 걸 느껴
Cool backflip. This kind of reminds me of Stray Kids' Blueprint. Specifically in this location over here. That's sick. That is something really sick. Everybody has like a necklace that makes up their like logo or whatever it was at the end. I didn't really catch it well enough, but that's kind of cool. I love that. But yeah, again, it's kind of hard to explain exactly how I feel about this song. I definitely like it. I definitely feel nostalgic for it. I definitely think it's a good, catchy song. But I feel like all the pieces of it don't necessarily fit as well as they could have or should have. But I still think it overall works pretty well. Like, it's definitely an enjoyable song. There isn't really parts which are annoying, but I feel like the rapping kind of doesn't necessarily fit as well as it has in some other songs. But yeah, I don't know. It's overall fine. Like, I like it. I remember that I liked it when it was released. I still like it now, but it's still not like my favorite. It's probably up there. Like, it is a song of theirs that I do enjoy quite a lot, especially compared to some of the other ones which I feel like are very forgettable. But yeah, it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. And in terms of a rating, I think I'm gonna go with like an 8.4, 8.2 out of 10. That just kind of feels like it describes it really well. I love some of the specific verses, and I love the music video, but I don't know how much I love the song as a whole. I like the vibe of it, but I feel like could have been catchier, could have been polished a little better, you know? Yeah, I don't know. We still have quite a lot of songs to get through. I think we're about halfway, but let's just continue because we've been doing this for quite a while. I don't know how much it's gonna be when I edit it down a little bit, but yeah, we still have quite a lot of songs to get through. So let's get into the next song. Look in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I remember it. I was gonna say that I don't quite remember exactly what it sounded like. But I think in my head, I put You Are, Look, and Lullaby kind of together, which is gonna be the next song we're gonna be checking out. And what I mean by put them together is that they kind of have the general similar vibe. When it comes to how the music is produced and how the finished product sounds, you know? I do think that this is probably slightly better than You Are. Oh yeah, I remember that choreo, man. Yeah, I definitely like the vibe of the last song more, but I do think this is the better song. Because I feel like the different pieces are put together better and work better, you know? And yeah, definitely listen to the song quite a lot, but I guess not quite enough to be able to sing along to it, if you guys enjoyed me doing that for some of the previous songs. Isn't this like the same place where Stray Kids' backdoor is shot? Because I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I'm fairly sure. Man, I love Yu-Gi-Oh's hair. His hair always looks so good. I also love JB's hair in this one. But I mean, everybody looks really good. I feel like in this era, they look all really good all the time. Only Jin Young looks a little bland. But in a group with members who have such a like outstanding vibes and auras, he still manages to stand out because he is kind of like more bland. So it's not like it's a big deal or anything. Okay. Yeah. Guys, I'm sorry. I might just be also kind of getting a little bit burned out because we've listened to like 10 songs at this point. But I, again, don't really have much to say to what I've already said. It's a fun song. I do like it more than you are in terms of whether it's like catchier and better. I do think that it is. But it's still like the vibe for this one is not there compared to the previous one. I still kind of dig it for what it is, but I did like the more chill and like warm vibe that UR had. And I remember that was the case even when the songs were released, so not much has changed in that regard. And yeah, because I do think this is like the higher quality song overall, I will be giving it an 8.4 out of 10 compared to UR's 8.2 out of 10. But still, we have the next song in this like bunch, which I kind of put together because of what I remember the vibes of them being. We're gonna be getting into Lullaby, which again is very much like in the same vein as these two songs were, like You Are and Look. So let's get into Lullaby in 3, 2, 1. Now that I'm listening to the beginning of it, I think I actually even like this song more than I remember. Personally, not my favorite outfit of theirs, but it kind of works. I kind of dig the vibe at the same time, you know? Because I prefer the more edgy and like cool guy look that they had in previous music videos, but the handsome husband vibe that they have here is also kind of sick and works, you know. To me, that's magical. Lullaby. I remember the chorus being really catchy, man. Oh, I remember that move. Yeah, this is actually a pretty sick song. Okay, this is actually better than I remember. Or at least I enjoy it more than I remember enjoying it. Yeah, like all the pieces, like the rap parts, like all the verses work together so well. This is definitely the ultimate version of what the previous two songs were, you know? Because it's a similar vibe, similar style. Sweet to me, it's magical, sweet lullaby. That is so catchy. And that dance move as well is so sick. Also, that is the same location from BTS's Danger, I'm pretty sure. Or at least it looks similar, because it is like a metro station. It might just be a set. Because it looked also a lot like the set of a metro in a TV show that I follow that recently had a metro scene in it. So it might just be a stereotypical look for a metro. It's magical, sweet lullaby. Yeah, honestly, I kind of like this one more than I remember. I mean, I'm pretty sure like I enjoyed it when it was released and I listened to it quite a lot, but I definitely did not expect to enjoy it as much as I actually did right now. So yeah, it's definitely up there with some of the other songs that I really like from GOT7, although the edgier songs still win over this one, obviously. But it's definitely up there in like the top 5 songs of theirs, which is why I'm gonna give this one a 9.2 out of 10. So yeah, there's that. But from now, for the next like 4 songs, I don't really think I'm gonna be enjoying them much. So it is gonna be a little bit of a chore, I feel like, but we're gonna get through it because it feels wrong not to get through all of them. So let's get into the next one, which is Miracle, and from what I remember, it was kind of like a ballad, and I didn't like it when it was released, and I don't think I'm gonna like it now. So yeah, let's just get into it and get it over with in 3, 2, 1. And it's not like I didn't like it because it was bad, I just didn't like it because I don't really care about ballads too much, especially back then. I've grown to be more open to ballads nowadays, but back then I really did not care for ballads at all. Although I do remember that it is a beautiful and good song, like, don't get me wrong. I just didn't really care about a ballad, a slow ballad like this. It is a beautiful song, and it is honestly a good ballad. Mark Invisible. Are they all invisible? And I think GOT7 might have been the group that really made me love the mullet look in K-pop, because like JB and Yugyeom kill it, and currently I kind of have that look as well, because I'm growing out my hair and it is just at that awkward stage. Honestly, I think the part where this song kind of loses me a little bit is the rap parts. It's kind of also why I have such a big issue with what BTS's music has become today. Because GOT7, just like BTS, has 3 rappers and 4 singers. The most fair kind of song to do with that ratio is not a ballad. So neither GOT7 nor BTS should really do ballads, and yet both did. Because like before we got into the rap parts, it was a beautiful song that sounded good. But showing in the rapping, even though it's not bad, just messes with the song. It just kind of causes it not to work for me. Because like they're not bad rappers, but rapping in a ballad just doesn't work. Okay, so beautiful ballad, overall enjoyable, would have been better as a singer subunit song, but we didn't get it like that. And yeah, honestly, in terms of rating, I'm still gonna give it like a 9 out of 10 because I do think it still overall works, but I just don't really like whenever rap is included in slow ballads like this. It just doesn't work, or at least it's very hard to make it work in my eyes. Because like, when I listen to this kind of song, when I'm in the mood to listen to this kind of song, I want to feel the emotion and like the flow and the melody. And I can't really do that with the rapping in it, you know? But yeah, what do I know? I'm not a musical professional or whatever. I'm just a person with opinions, like I said earlier. And I'm pretty sure the next song was also along the lines of this, but to be honest, I really don't remember absolutely anything about the next song and the song after that. And I think we might be getting to the point where I started reacting to songs, so I might have reacted to Eclipse and You Calling My Name, and I think I remember one of them being very forgettable, might have been Eclipse, so once we get into it, we'll find out, I guess. So without further ado, let's get into Eclipse in 3, 2, 1. Couldn't see the date. Yeah, I think I did react to this. Oh yeah, I definitely reacted to this. I remember that. I can see why I thought it was very forgettable. In retrospect, it is a little better than what I remember it being, but I also understand why I felt the way I did back then. I'll tell you about it afterwards, though. I do actually kind of dig the vibe that it has and what it's going for, but it does kind of feel a little generic and like it kind of goes nowhere. I think a better way to describe it is that it kind of feels like predictable. I do like the rap parts here though, those actually sound pretty good. Like it feels like a kind of a generic boy group song. Like I easily could see Drippin' doing this, or Up6 or Six. Like any of those groups I feel like could easily do it. I feel like there just isn't much going for it to distinguish it, you know? It doesn't really have a distinguishable quality. But at the same time, I do kind of dig it a little bit. Oh, that's a cool shot. Yeah, they're really following the tropes for boy group songs. That's why I felt so forgettable, because at the time I was also reacting to a lot of songs all the time, so I definitely was feeling the burnout as well. But this just feels like every other boy group song. It's not bad, but it's also not like distinctive, I guess, is what it's the issue with it. That it doesn't feel distinctive. But yeah, I actually kind of like it in retrospect, so there's that. I'm actually kind of surprised that I actually liked it, because I was worried that in this part of the reaction I was not really going to be paying much attention, and I was not really going to be enjoying myself as much, and we were just going to be going through the motions, and we are a little bit. Because if you compare my enjoyment for like the first like 5 or 6 songs, especially, and even when we got to like Hard Carry and Never Ever, to what I experienced in the last couple of songs, it's definitely lower energy, but I honestly like it more than I thought I was, which I guess is also the case for Lullaby. So there's that. I guess I'm finding a newfound appreciation for GOT7's music, you know. It's better than I remember it in this part of their career, so there's that. And yeah, in terms of rating, I think I'm gonna go with kind of a high rating, honestly, in retrospect. But I'm gonna go with an 8.8 out of 10, because even though it is kind of generic-ish, and even though it feels kind of forgettable, I also kind of dig the vibe for it. Like, if you compare it to other GOT7 music, it does feel unique, which is where the weird feeling that it gives off comes from, because it both feels generic when it comes to other boy group songs, but it is kind of distinctive when it comes to GOT7 music, so it's kind of this weird dichotomy when it comes to it. But because of that, I kind of dig it. But like I said, it is a song that I could easily see a group like Drippin' do. It does even have a very similar vibe. Or Just Be, I feel like also could easily do something like this. Or I can also see them doing something like this. Like, it does kind of come off generic. But yeah, I don't know. I think the next one was kind of worse in that regard, but don't really remember. This period of time is kind of blurry in my mind, because like I said, I was really pushing myself really hard with the videos that I was putting out, and they weren't high quality, but I was really burning myself out in like late 2019, early 2020, so don't really remember too much of it in general. So yeah, let's get into You Calling My Name in 3, 2, 1. I think this one was really bland.
널 울려버린 내가 참 미웠었어 상처만 남긴 실수를 원망해서
And despite the fact that I said that, I do kind of remember it.
잃은 이름 다시 불러줘 치명적인 mistake 네가 없는 나는 fake 빛이 없는 하늘 black 의미조차 없는 매일 철렀던 bad guy 널 울린 대가
I do kind of feel like their earlier music was a little bit more fun though. But that in general applies to pretty much most of the third generation groups. Oh, I remember this. And kind of don't, because I don't remember liking it as much. Oh, I dig that beat, man. So, as I was saying, in general, all third generation groups kind of went through that. With like BTS kind of lost themselves twice, grew out of it, and I feel like it never was really as good as before they kind of grew out of their cutesy music. So it's not, GOT7 is not the only one who kind of got worse later on. Or less interesting is a better way to describe it. To me, anyway. I do dig this chorus, man. It is pretty catchy. There's actually gonna be quite a few songs from GOT7 that I'm gonna be listening to after this. Like on repeat, as if I just heard them for the first time. The music video is very forgettable though.
You are a part of me. You and me, we are one. You're the reason for my life. If you're not here, I'm not here.
Yeah, honestly, I think ultimately I kind of just only give a shit about the chorus. I wish it was in a better song because the verses are kind of forgettable. Yeah, I definitely remember why I called this one bland. I'm pretty sure I said it even in my original reaction. Usually, whenever I check out something long after I originally recorded it and share my thoughts on it, I actually have a surprisingly similar reaction. Because I've been editing videos that I've recorded at this point 5 months ago, and at this point I've forgotten some of the reactions and the moments that I've had in those videos. And literally as I'm editing my videos, I have the exact same reaction as I did in the video, which is kind of crazy that I haven't changed that much. So I feel very confident in saying that this is the song of theirs which I called bland in my reaction to it, whereas Eclipse was the song that I said was forgettable in my reaction to it. You can go and check out those reactions. I'm pretty sure I reacted to both of those songs and said those things for them. I 100% guarantee, because I still have the general vibe that I felt back then for these songs. Eclipse, I explained why it feels very forgettable, and this one feels kind of bland because I mean, the music video is very bland. There's nothing, no really interesting sets. It's just bland, nothing sets and locations, and that's it. And the verses are not really interesting either, so that kind of is not really able to keep your attention either. So that kind of causes the verses to just go by without you really noticing. But then there's the chorus, which is actually kind of funky, and I do dig it quite a lot. I just wish, like I said, it was in a better song. But it's not. So yeah, in terms of a rating for this one, I don't know, like, if I was rating just the chorus, I would probably give it a pretty high rating, like something like an 8.4, 8.9 out of 10, because the chorus is honestly legitimately really good. But the song itself is kind of forgettable overall, so I think I'm gonna go with maybe an 8.1 out of 10. Like, for me personally, it's definitely not an 8.1 out of 10. Because, like, I really hate how bland and not really able to keep my attention the verses are. But I do think that most people are gonna be able to look past that. And if I look at it as a whole, it is better than... like, it is 8 and above kind of song. So I'm gonna stick with an 8.1 out of 10. But luckily, now we're gonna be getting into probably the next and only song of GOT7's that is left that I really liked. And you can even go and see my reaction to it, because I definitely remember reacting to this song, that I really enjoyed it, and that being the song Not by the Moon. Still, like I said earlier, it doesn't really get as high in terms of my enjoyment as Hard Carry or Never Ever, but I did enjoy it. That's the important part. I did really enjoy it. Although, if I had to like criticize it more in depth, it does have a lot of the same issues that I have with like modern BTS music, which is like lots of autotune, kind of overtly polished sound that just kind of feels just too polished and too lifeless. But yeah, still definitely like it quite a lot. So let's get into Not by the Moon in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this was released in April of 2020. I definitely remember reacting to it.
넌 내 안에 더 좋아 저 급 속에서 그 순간 네 맘속으로 날 따뜻하게 되어사 거기 닿을 때마다 너의 모습으로
I love JB's hair in this one.
이대로 난 die with you 내 모든 게 너로부터 살아나 널 영원히 놓지 않을 거야 난 이제 다시 잡은 네 손을 놓지만 저 없이 남은 이니까 없으니까 I swear up on the moon 우와 달콤한 네 변화는 우와 이런 맹세하지만 닿지 않을 마지막 입맞춤이 아닐 거라 나는 물들여도 나로 나 우와 물들여도 나로 나 우와 나에는 네가 또 나에는 네가 영원히
I remember back in 2020 when I used to voice train through this song, because back then I wanted to really feminize my voice, because once again, if you didn't catch it, I am trans, and I was kind of looking up videos for voice feminization, and I was using songs like this one to like learn to raise my larynx, and I listened to this song quite a lot because of that. I've listened to this song so many times. This is definitely one of the best, if not the best, look by JB. God, I love this song. You know, to make another comparison to BTS's music when it comes to GOT7, to me this song is kind of like their fake love. You know? It's the same kind of emotion that I'm feeling from the song, the same kind of vibe, and the same kind of level of enjoyment I'm getting out of it, you know? I love this song. I've listened to it quite a lot. I still think like Hard Carry like is my favorite, and Never Ever is kind of like a better version of this in a way. But I do really like the song quite a lot, and it's probably the best song they released in the past like 2-3 years, you know. Yeah, in terms of ratings for this one, I'm also gonna give it a 9.1 out of 10. Because, like I said, it's a good song. I do hate how flawless it is, kind of like how polished it is, and how soulless it kind of is because of the production. But I still think it's not as bad as BTS's music, which has the same kind of problems. So I'm still willing to give it a pass. But yeah, it's still a pretty good song though. I definitely enjoyed listening to it once again, but it's definitely the most played out song of theirs. I might have listened to this song the most out of any of the other ones, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. We still have 3 more songs to check out though. 3 more, so yeah, I think we should just kind of get into it. And especially the next 2 songs, Breath and Last Piece, are the last 2 songs of theirs that I've ever heard. I haven't listened to the Encore official music video, which is the final one, and I have not listened to their newest song, Na Na Na, but that's gonna happen in a separate video. So yeah, I think we should just get into the next song, Breath, in 3, 2, 1. I honestly don't really remember much about this song. I definitely remember how Last Piece sounded, but I don't remember this one much. Man, at this point, JB just hasn't dropped the mullet, has he? Like, he has had it for like quite a few music videos. Oh, I love the way he does that. Like, that sounds so good. Yeah, I actually remember this now. It's definitely not a forgettable song. I'm glad that they ended it off on like a high note. Not my favorite song of theirs or anything, but it is a song that I enjoy and find catchy. And I really like this pre-chorus. Man, Youngjae's voice really shines in this song. Ooh, that's a sick verse. Man, Mark is so damn skinny. Holy shit. He's almost too skinny, honestly. That is a catchy beat, man. This kind of feel like a final song though. It does have this kind of like a bittersweet vibe to it, or at least the music video kind of does. Or that may be just me remembering when I watched it and the bittersweetness of it back then. Okay. You know, that's the thing about GOT7's music in the second half of this video. After Never Ever, they really kind of start to have their songs like blur into each other so much. To the point that because so many of these songs are so similar, a lot of my thoughts about all of these songs are so similar to the point where I don't really have much to say about this song that I didn't already say in the reaction or that I didn't say in the previous like 2 or 3 songs. It's kind of catchy. I dig the chorus quite a lot. I love the vocalization that Youngjae does in the song, but besides that, there isn't much to it. It is a fine song, like it's an enjoyable song, but it honestly kind of comes off more as a really good B-side rather than a title track. And I guess that's kind of a fair assumption to have, or a fair opinion to have when it comes to this song, because I'm pretty sure for like their last album or whatever it was, they released like 2 tracks, like kind of like what 80s does with their music. So yeah, in the case of 80s, one song always feels more like a title track while the other one more like a B-side. So it's fair, because I'm pretty sure that Last Piece did have more of like an impactful tone to it, an impactful vibe to it, which kind of makes it feel more like the title track, whereas for this one it feels more like a really, really good B-side. But yeah, I definitely kind of dig it, I kind of like it, but I still like have issues with it. Like, it's not my favorite song or anything. I can definitely casually listen to it and enjoy it, but it's not gonna be a song that I'm gonna really go out of my way to listen to, you know? And in terms of a rating for this one, I think I'm gonna go with an 8.2 out of 10, honestly. Those things that I praise about it are really good, but I also feel like the verses are kind of there, really. It's not as bad as like You Calling My Name in that regard, but it's still not as interesting to listen to the verses as some of the other ones, you know? I think 8.2 is a pretty fair rating, honestly. So now let's get into the penultimate song and music video, that being Last Piece, in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, from what I remember, both of these songs were casually fun, like casually catchy. Not my favorite song of theirs, but certainly pretty decent, you know? Sorry about that.
나도 어떤 그림이 그려질지 몰라 나를 빛내는 것보다 너를 위해 골라 나의 마지막 옷을 너에게 담아줄게
And it's kind of wild to see how much Bam Bam has grown from the beginning to now.
너가 아니면 나너 머무르고 난 이것저것 맞춰보지 않아 운명 같은 너를 기다렸잖아 So where you at Nobody 세상 그 누구도 나를 완벽하게 만들어주지 못해 You know what 넌 나의 마지막 희망의 살 You're the missing last piece
Kind of think the chorus, I mean the choreo for the chorus. I don't think that the chorus of the previous song was maybe a little better. Like this one is very impactful and I do like what it is. But I don't know, at the same time I kind of also like it maybe a little more for the previous chorus. I don't know, both of these songs feel like the two sides of the same coin in a way. So it's kind of hard to tell which one I like more. I kind of feel the same basically for both of them. Casually catchy, something that I wouldn't mind listening to, but I wouldn't go out of my way to listen to. Give me the punchy chorus. Yeah, I definitely dig the punchiness of the chorus with that choreo. It does kind of give the vibe of them giving their all for one last time. Okay, there isn't anything else, right? Okay. So, honestly, I kind of like the previous song in a way a little bit more. I don't know, I feel like for this one, the chorus is really good, but the verses are just not really there much. Like, there's not much in the verses that is interesting or keeps my attention going. Really. Whereas for Breath, the chorus, I mean, I guess it is still really good, but the way in which I enjoy it is very different. Whereas here, I enjoy the hard hittingness of it. For Breath, I enjoy the specific vocal thing that they do during the chorus, or Youngjae does during the chorus, which I think is the chorus there, but I'm not 100% sure. But I feel like just there is more to Breath than there is to Last Piece. There's more pieces that I enjoy than there is for this one, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm gonna change my rating for Breath. I'm gonna raise it to an 8.7 out of 10, whereas for this one, I'm going to give it an 8.1 out of 10. But yeah, alas, we are at the last song of this reaction video, that being GOT7's Encore. Which is, from what I saw based on the thumbnail, like a a self-recorded like music video kind of thing where they just record themselves for one last time at GOAP, or as a GOAP group, should I say. And I don't really expect it to be like a proper song or whatever, but it's probably gonna be like a B-side kind of thing, so we still gotta check it out because it is the last music video that is listed on Wikipedia. So let's get into Encore in 3, 2, 1. It's definitely gonna have a lot of reminiscing vibes because they left JYP after this. I was actually surprised that all of them left. I thought at least some would stay. Definitely a for the fans music video. I'm not as big of a fan, so I don't really feel the emotions of it too much, but it's still kind of cool to see them happy for one last time at GYP like this, you know. They truly were great friends, are great friends. It's also kind of cool to hear Bam Bam and Jackson rap, sing. It kind of allows the song not to get ruined by the forced rapping. Man, I just remember the time when Yogiom and Jungkook from BTS looked so similar to me, I couldn't tell them apart.
back again!
네, 우리 팬분들 놀랐죠? 저희가 준비한 선물 어때요? 네, 저희가 다른 거보다도 저희의 마음을 노래로 이렇게 전하고 싶었어가지고
Yeah, I wish I had subtitles.
진짜 여러분
네, 그리고 저희가 팬분들이랑 약속을 해서 저희 약속을
I assume they're probably thanking their fans for supporting them all these years.
네, 저희는 언제나 여러분을 위한 앙코를 계속 할 거니까 항상 함께해요, 여러분들.
Yeah!
널 위해 부를게 시간이 지나도 널 위해 부를게 남아있는 나도
This is beautiful. It's a fitting ending for this video as well. Okay, so don't really have honestly much of an opinion for this one. It kind of doesn't really feel like a song. It more feels like a goodbye present kind of thing. Like it just feels more of like a fan fan service kind of thing rather than a like a separate song, so I'm not really able to properly judge it. Plus it's kind of like a ballad like kind of song, so that makes it even harder for me to really be able to judge it. But I think it was decent. I was more honestly focused on the music video, which was really fun, reminiscing of friends having fun together for like 7-8 years, probably even more, as trainees. And it was really nice to see as their last music video before they showed up again, this time not as part of GOT7. It was a pretty cool and fitting ending, and I definitely enjoyed the music video. But for the song itself, I don't really have much of an opinion. I think I'm just gonna give it like a 7.9 out of 10. Like, it's definitely not as good as some of the other ballady songs that we listened to today, but it wasn't like bad or anything. I just didn't really care about it ultimately. But yeah, this was my look back at GOT7. A pretty good group, kind of underrated, even by me. They're still not like my favorite group or anything, but I think they've definitely solidified a space on my top group list when it comes to K-pop. They're definitely up there for sure, because there's quite a lot of songs that I really enjoy, quite a lot of songs that are pretty fun, and some that are actually pretty decent as well. You know, you saw which ones are which, so I'm not gonna repeat it. But yeah, I do love GOT7. I am curious to see what they came up with now that they weren't part of GOT7. I'm excited to see that, but you're gonna have to click on another video to see that. But yeah, what did you guys think of GOT7 and their videography and discography, I guess? Comment those down below and let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 6 patrons on Patreon. Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, Corby Dead, Edzap123, Soap93160, and Tia Rose Gelatly. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me, you have continued to support me in such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. Another thing that I also want to tell you guys before we end this video is something about me that some of you may or may not already know. That will also explain why do I look and dress the way that I do in my videos. That thing being the fact that I am trans. In particular, I am somewhere between a non-binary person and a trans woman, though I am unsure at the moment and probably won't be sure until I talk to a professional who deals with trans people. But that is where the reason why I'm telling you all this comes. I need your help. Due to the fact that I live in a homophobic and transphobic Eastern European country, with a family that won't really ever accept the fact that I'm trans if they ever found out, it's not really feasible or easy for me to transition here with minimal to no repercussions. So that's why I would really appreciate any kind or any amount of support that you guys can give me with this. That said, I don't want to guilt trip you or anything. I don't want you to feel like you have to help me. So if you don't want to or you don't have the means to help out, that's okay. Don't feel bad. I just want you to know that it would be greatly appreciated if you did help me get out of this situation. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask me, and thank you for hearing me out. And yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories, or simply enjoy my videos, so you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge support and help your channel going, have support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with someone who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!